We're going to go ahead and take a look at the receivers right now. So outside receiver, which is X, all right? Yep. That was like Greg Childs back in the day, if you remember Greg Childs.
That was Anthony Lucas.
That was Anthony Lucas back in the day, all right? Yeah, that X receiver, all right? So you got Omega, Blake, and Monty Harrison. Monty Harrison, I think, is older than me, but he's still playing right now. He played baseball professionally. Now he's coming back because he has all of his eligibility left. He's not as old as me. He's close, though. And then inside receivers, the slot guys like your Joe Adams or your Isaiah Satania last year, J.J. Metters, you know. This is where you got Railen Sharp and Cam Shanks both transferred in. And then outside receiver, you have Cisse, who just got hurt. He broke his wrist, so go ahead and count him out. Courtney Crutchfield's an interesting one. He really hasn't worked his way at the depth chart. If y'all remember Courtney Crutchfield, I think 2 or 3 years ago, he was the number 1 player in the state. You remember him. Yep. He ended up going to Missouri, got a nice little check. I guess didn't get much playing time. Now he's back at Arkansas. I'll say this. I've watched him practice. Physically gifted as gifted could come. I mean, just he reminds me of a Kobe Hamilton, the way that he moves. He's athletic, the way he tracks the ball. Work ethic, it's not there. And I hate to see that in guys.
Do we think that's because of the money?
I mean, you pick up, move. You don't have to. Maybe I don't know. And I know some of his people, and I know he comes from good people, and he has a good circle around him.
Right.
But just watching him practice body language, I'm just like, man, hit that next gear. So much potential. So I'll keep an eye on him. But let's go ahead and talk about Omega Blake first. All right. So you want to break down some film? We'll go ahead and take a look at him. All right. So here he is. This is when he was at Charlotte last year. Okay. So let me get rid of that. I just want you to watch a few of these clips and tell me what you think. He'll be this guy.
I'm going
to go ahead and run it through real quick. First of all, whoever this quarterback was for Charlotte ain't bad. All right. Dude was throwing dimes.
That's nice.
So let's go ahead and run this back. And this is one thing where I'm very curious. His highlight tape is unreal. But, Luke, I saw some stuff on tape that makes me a little concerned about his competition level. Because I see some things that are going to fly on this tape that I typically don't think would fly in the SEC.
Yeah.
All right, so he's going to do a little hesitation move, you know, and I would say most receivers that really need to sell the hitch, right? But he's fast, and he gets away with a little stutter right there.
Right there, let me tell you where he's wrong at right now.
Let's hear it.
He needs to close that gap a little bit more on that stutter. He's 4 or 5 yards away from the defender, which gives the defender a better job to see him double move and come out of that and basically pin him to the sideline. So that's one little thing right now that I've noticed. He should have stopped a little bit, about a yard or two from him. That's too much of a gap.
Okay, so but then you got to think at this level, he gets away with it. You know,
still creates another yard and a half of separation.
Yeah,
that is a perfect thrown ball by the quarterback.
Yes.
Him to put the ball in that position. Now, what I don't like, if y'all can see that on film, his head and eyes are not on that ball. Look where his eyes are.
He's looking up there.
Yeah, he's looking in the stands like he's speaking to somebody. But he did make the catch. But the ball is placed where he or the sideline could get it. But he makes a great catch.
And so little things like that. I see the separation right here. I think a DB in the SEC. I think they closed that gap.
Yeah.
You know, I really do. They're just faster.
I think that a DB in the SEC will see that stop quickly and retrieve and wall him off to the sideline, and he doesn't make that. And that unless that quarterback makes a great throw again, if he has coverage on him that tight. But yeah.
And I want to preface this too, because I think people are always like, DJ, why are you always hating on people, giving them a hard time? That's not the case. I think, and I was saying this even with Coach Kelly, I think we instinctively, we are so happy for the good things.
Yes, no doubt.
But we want to critique the little things that can make people better.
That's the key. Do the little things right, and big things will happen for you and to you. Period.
All right, let's keep it going. Here, let's take a look at another play. But great hands, though. You got to like his hands. Here he is right here.
Okay.
Trying to work this release. Once again, think we could just do a little bit better job at the line. And then you see
go back real quick.
Okay, I can go back one time for you right here. You ready?
Yep.
Watch it again. Little release.
Yeah.
And then I look at this right here. At this point, once again, SEC DB, it's going to be tight right here because this dude should be running right with him. Now, he does have the speed to go ahead and get a little separation.
But do you see what he did, though?
Uh-huh.
Go back. If you watch him off the line of scrimmage, he's off the right there. Go back just a hair.
Yep.
More.
Right
okay,
here.
Keep going. Let it go. See, he hit him. Boom. Now he's let it go a little bit more.
Uh-huh.
Boom. Right there. Hold it right there.
Oh, sorry.
So
Thanks.
you see
I
where
should have brought my clicker.
Right
there. We go. Yeah.
You see where he is right now. Okay, he's at the out, maybe going up to about a yard outside the hash. Watch where he finishes. Finish it. Let it go.
Okay.
He is still there, and he's leaning back on that kid, creating an area for the quarterback to throw the football.
Nice.
Not bad right there,
Okay.
because he got back into him. Now, at first, I thought he was going to let him wall him off,
Uh-huh.
but he stacked him. And I tell my guys that all the time against man coverage. Get a good release. Don't let him shove you to the sideline, but get back inside on him and stack him and put him in the position where he has to possibly run through you to the ball, and the quarterback has to make a great catch. So I mean, a great ball, make a great throw to him, and that's a good job of him stacking it.
All right, let's get it in. Let's get to another one right here.
Size, though. I love it.
Yeah, 6'2", 185. It looks like he runs real smooth. We'll go ahead and run this play. I'll run it back here in just a second. Let you take a look at it, but he
look back, just run,
huh?
Yeah, just run.
All right, we're gonna run this over route, and this is something that I really like. So usually unexperienced receivers, they will just follow that line that I have drawn out right here. But he does a really good job coming across and then pushing back vertical before he cuts across.
Stare.
All right, so he's going to stair step right here. Then he goes up, and then you missed it.
He went outside, and I bet you that safety, all it takes is him to open his hip, give him one stick, a little pause, and I bet it was a great route if you saw the end zone copy. Yeah, it's not bad right there. This kid can run.
Yeah, I like him. Another one right here, 4th and 7. You see him over here in the slot. This is one too. I think when he comes to like the small details, he's going to run another double move, and same thing. I feel like he needs to attack this person a little bit more. You can see he comes off. He's not really looking at him or challenging him. He just gives a quick little step inside and just beats him with speed.
Yeah,
he can get away with it at this level.
Yeah, go back, DJ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think he's coming off. He should be a shade inside to outside and stick him, not crossing his body, but he should be sticking. He's looking. The eye's not bad. I would be looking him eye to eye.
Yeah,
because this man is. I'm seeing man right here on this side of the ball, and he should be almost splitting him, running at his outside shoulder from chest to outside. Give him a hard stick inside, which I think he did. Couldn't really tell, and then get by him. He just athletic.
You see, you just see an athlete right here, right?
But that kid can run. I like this kid. TJ,
this is what I really like right here. So sometimes you're going to have 50-50 balls.
Yes, no doubt.
And what is hard for some receivers to do, who had a hard time with this last year? Broden, our receiver last year. Yeah. He had the size, he had the speed, struggled with the hands, but he had a very hard time adjusting his body in the air and just having ball awareness and body awareness. I think great receivers, they can see it while running at top speed know how to adjust their body before the ball gets there.
No doubt.
And he just has a natural knack at this right here.
Back to the ball, I would say go to the highest point. Well, he put him on his back, so go back a little bit more.
Yes, sir. You want to go back to the other screen right here?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, dang. Did I mess you up right there? Hold on one second. Let's get through it.
Yeah.
Run through this play. I don't skip ahead.
That's nice, man. Great balance. You can tell. Yeah.
This clip right here. So once again, high tacking the ball. Yep. I just like his awareness right here. Comes back.
Boom, comes back to the ball. Yeah, not bad. I like that. Because that's where you want that defender right there. That's where you want the defender right there, and a 50-50 ball right there. Highest point. I think he got up a little bit, but you want to address the ball at the highest point when you in situations like this. So, but not bad.
Let's get to another play right here. So far, before we get into this one, what are your feelings on him right now? Being the number one guy up there. We need a number. I don't know if we have the number one guy yet.
I love what I'm seeing, but I like his build. I mean, I want to see him in person, but I like his build and what he can run.
Yep.
This kid, he has great ball skills. I mean, not bad route running. Not, so far, not bad.
Nice.
Excited to see this kid.
Let's keep it going. Once again,
get it more inside.
Off the line of scrimmage.
But see what happened right. This is more like it. Go back to where he was right off the line of scrimmage. Okay, he's bottom of the numbers right now.
Yep.
He should hit him hard inside. Maybe two or three quick steps hard inside to make him jump further down inside.
Yep.
And then up the field and then stack him and put him in that hip pocket position right here, because at the end of this play, watch how close this defender is to him.
I want to say a lot of people right now it seems like it's man-to-man coverage, but the closer a DB can get a receiver to the sideline, it's like being double covered, because the sideline is a defender as well, because you can't run out of bounds. All right, so you don't want to let DBs use the sideline to their advantage and really close the space. So That's kind of what happens
He
right
didn't
here.
give him. He just kind of stuck him one time, and then you see now what he could have done.
You would like him to be a little bit closer,
right there,
right here,
exactly.
by the numbers. That's what you would like him.
But if he hits him hard, a little bit more hard inside, and fight, as soon as he went more so towards the sideline than opposed to hitting him and getting back vertical, and fighting for the position that you want him in, and that's. We deal with that, all the time. Even I know in the pros they deal with that, but you gotta fight for that. Exactly, you're right where he should be, and stack him and put him in his hip pocket, because this is a 50-50 ball too. Has to be a great throw, and it's probably gonna have to be a great catch.
And it was both right there. All right,
back shoulder. So yeah, that gives him an option right there.
I just like his awareness and his body control.
Yes, no
again,
doubt.
to be able to turn around full speed, locate the ball.
Yes.
You make sure your foot's in right there and finish the catch.
Yep. And like he scored now. He went out.
That was close.
Yeah.
And then we get to this tape. All right. So I was talking about competition. All right. Let's go before he transferred from South Carolina. So he's transferred now 3 times. He started at South Carolina.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I changed. All right.
That's the money, y'all. That's the money.
All right. So now we're playing against competition.
Yeah.
All right. And he does a good job right here. But notice one thing. Good release.
Look at this. Look at what that's what he should have did earlier.
Yeah.
The play right before. It stuck him inside that hard. And look, boy, that's nice. Right now, it's
I like how you get excited about
man. I tell you, God, dog, this is awesome.
All right, let's go off the line of scrimmage. Great stick.
See that look? That look outside. All right, keep it going.
Go ahead and run against him.
Okay, he's running.
Run a nice little slant.
Look
now, the difference, though, because right here, you would like to see him catch and turn this upfield. If it's man-to-man slant and you have a window to catch this thing and turn it upfield, you could take this to the house.
Yeah.
However,
he's expecting to hit.
He's ready to get hit
folded up
right now. And
any receivers out here? Any receivers out here?
Yeah, we got some receivers.
Guys, come on. You got to catch that and get your head out and still go score.
You see it right? Look. He's holding it right here.
North.
We got a wide out right here in the red right here.
You're going to get hit. You playing this game. You're going to get hit. You need to be catching that ball getting north right now. He's kind of.
Yeah, you can see a little bit better angle right here.
Yeah.
Great release.
Man,
and he's ready for it right now.
Look, he's even peeking in. That he's playing scared right there. Uh-oh. But no, that's part of it.
And I will say this, playing teams like a Alabama, a Georgia, when you know you got some dogs out there, it can get in your head a little bit.
No doubt,
all right.
Doubt, yeah.
So running the slant, going into the middle, a little timid. All right. But this is
look at it. Look at him catching. He's really not looked the ball all the way in because he's juggling the ball. And that little extra look in there and that step, how he came down peak, that caused him to stumble right there.
Here's another play right here. Great catch. And like I said, he's grown a lot since then. I think this may have been his freshman or sophomore year. And so we've grown a little bit. But the other clips I showed you where he's running away and he's creating space and we said, look so fast. Then you get to the SEC.
Yeah.
These guys close with a little bit different speed. You got to think he caught this in stride. You still got the 2 DBs from Georgia trying to get their momentum back to shift direction.
Right.
And watch how fast they close this gap right here.
Oh, yeah.
He against the conference playing last year, he was there.
He's third quarter right now, though, DJ. He's third quarter. He's probably been putting it in throughout the whole game and a little gassed up, maybe a little bit right there.
You ever got gas like that?
Oh, my God.
All the time.
Crossing, right? That's not bad, though. But
Is that when you go like this, the coach right here?
No.
You staying in?
I had to suck it up.
Ooh,
I'll tell you this. It depends on where we are in the game.
Okay.
If I feel like I need to be in that game, I'm gonna stay in there. But if I'm where I can't breathe.
Fourth quarter, third,
I'm not selfish now. I'm not selfish.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, fair enough. But that's the tape on it. I'm excited about him. I saw some really cool things about this kid, and so I think he has all the potential in the world if he's putting in the work ethic. I know people had a little bit more expectations heading into fall camp. Am I saying that right? Spring ball.
Yeah, spring ball.
Was kind of spotty, but at the same time, he's learning a new offense at the same time. So you're always going to play a little bit slower while you're thinking.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I think that's what all these receivers are going to deal with this year. So hopefully that learning curve picks up quick.
And you scared me. I didn't know this kid transferred. This is his
third
time.
Yeah, you don't like that?
Oh no, that's frustrating.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
So
all right, let's get to another player who's now transferred 3 times too. All right, let's get to our other receiver, Railen Sharpe. He's on his third school as well. He was at Missouri State. He was also at Fresno. and now he's at Arkansas. But just show a couple clips. They didn't have a lot of tape on him that I could find. I'm just kind of showing you the quickness, the explosion. Now, he's going to be a little bit undersized, but I like the fact that he's not avoiding contact. He wanted to get a little bit more before going out of bounds.
Broke a tackle right
there,
too.
Another one right here over the middle. This is where he's going to live. He's going to be over the middle. And it's all about being able to catch in traffic. He was blind to this ball. The referee actually had to duck down to make sure that he could hit it. So he saw this last minute, his ability to still catch it. Look at his eyes. He's looking at that ball. It's in the tuck right there. Get you a nice little touchdown. Nice. Here's another play right here. The ability to make people miss in open space. And not just go down and give yourself up. Look, 1 miss, 2 miss, get upfield once again.
Ooh,
he's already looking where's next.
Yeah.
You like the way that looks?
Yeah, I like the way his eyes are. He's thinking score. He's thinking touchdown. Go back.
Yep.
That's what I preach all the time. Catch the ball, get north, and think and score every time. If you can play with that mentality, I promise you, boy, you'll be in the end zone a lot more than you think you could be.
Yeah, let's say that clip again. Right here, once again. Now he's thinking touchdown. Make 1 miss. We going.
Feel great. Gosh almighty.
Setting people up. That's pretty special right there. Yeah. Really like that from him. Another one, too, talk about, when the ball's in the air, how these receivers can adjust last minute. You can see he can barely see this ball. This guy has him covered. Last minute, back shoulder, opens up his hit. Look at this, beautiful. Can't see the ball at all.
He got two feet in for the scouts too, right?
Look at that.
That's nice. Look at his head nod. Look at his head nod. You never drop.
It's nice stuff right there.
The ball into the tuck. Yep, he got 2 in. That's beautiful.
We'll keep it going with him. Once again, he'll also have the availability to be on special teams.
That's big.
Just a dynamic playmaker who has the ability to be all over the place. And another one right here. I point this one out because if we can get productivity out of Omega Blake, if we get another receiver on the other side to be a big-time problem, if we can establish a run in the game, and teams need to start focusing, he's going to be in man-to-man situations a lot in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
And if they ever
match him up with a linebacker, it's trouble.
You don't think Coach Petrino is going to make sure he puts him in a motion, get a linebacker on him? And this is the opportunity where we could see him thrive. Right in the middle, gets a linebacker. They don't stand a chance. I wish we get this on right there.
You know what the problem is, though? I'm going to switch gears on you right here. I'm a little bit concerned about. I think he can get it done. Can Green get him the football?
So that's where you want to go right now.
Are we going to have enough time for Green to get the football to this time?
So you talk about time.
I worry about that.
You talk about time, and so offensive line is a big question mark. I think most people, they ask me most about Taylon Green, and they ask me about the offensive line. Cool thing about the NIL nowadays, next week, he won't be able to be here in person, but he's going to join me live on stream, and we're going to break down the offensive line, and that'll be from the best player on the team, in my opinion, in Fernando Carmona. All right, so Fernando Carmona is going to join us on stream next week, so I'll still be set up here. We're going to throw up some tape, and I get to finally ask a question like, so did no one see that guy line up in the A gap? I can't wait to ask.
You gonna keep it real with it.
I ain't got no choice. I can't have an offensive lineman on the podcast and not ask some honest questions.
Right.
And the thing about him, he takes it on the chin. He really does. And I would say this dude right here is special. I'm a big fan of Fernando Carmona. The work ethic. At first, I was a little thrown off because who's this goofy dude just laughing and smiling all the time? But he's able to do that and compete at a high level. This dude loves football. I'm very excited to have him on. I'm a big fan of his. We're going to have a little heart-to-heart, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. I'm going to have to watch next week. That's what I got going on next week.
It'll be – and I just got